In today's video, we are going to be doing a special unboxing and review on one of McFarlane Toys' newest, Clayface from the Batman animated series. I remember back in season 1 when I first started watching Batman, Clayface was in one of those earlier episodes, and now we have an action figure. So yeah, let's check him out. I purchased mine at Best Buy, in store. I know he's available online, also in store, for $39.99. And this is gonna be one of the biggest McFarlane they make. I mean, look at the size of Clayface. Have not opened this up. There is a little bit of a little dent here. I originally saw 3 boxes at Best Buy, and I went back a couple of days after seeing them, kind of debating, should I get it, knowing, the future might be a little, grim with the whole DC property. One was remaining, and I decided it's now or never. Let's just pick it up. We have the McFarlane gold label here. Comes with a couple different arms we can change out. A swappable head. Good shot of him. We'll see if we can get this pose. $39.99. Let's open him up. When it comes to Batman animated series, I have my rules of what I'm gonna unbox, what I'm gonna leave sealed, and I have opened up every animated series. So whatever happens with this box, with right now opening that little tear because I missed the tape. Okay, let's try this again. I removed the tape on both sides. Not sure how this is actually gonna open up. This is all just gonna pull out at once. I was thinking, there we go. So yeah, I only had to do one side. Since McFarlane, it's 2025, they're still making these. What other figures could they do? And I thought, we need the Penguin, we need Catwoman. It's the Batman animated series, not the new adventure. So I would not be surprised if we do get at least one more collectible. But yeah, just kind of thinking that over when I was driving home with Clayface. It's really impressive how big he is. I mean, we'll match him up next to a figure at the end. He is huge. And yeah, we have a couple of swappable body parts and a head. Something that's really cool is you can see this shape right here is that Batman logo from the animated series right at the top here. So pretty cool that they, that the attention to detail, the cardboard is actually cut out that way. Looks like the axe we can just kind of pop out there. It's kind of spiked ball. Actually, there's a piece of plastic that just kind of keeps it in there. It's nice you don't have those twisties. Kind of oh, look at that chain. That's pretty cool. The wrecking ball. I can never remember that. Another piece. Kind of a hook. Kind of the I know what you did last summer. And the swappable head. And actually, there's no way to get at that card in the stand. I didn't even notice that. Let's kind of pop this out. And behind, dropping things, is the card and the stand. Look at, you actually have that logo on here. That is a nice touch. I don't know if I have any stands that actually have the logo. They might say DC, but to have that on, really cool. Some cards are kind of sealed. Took a little bit of the color. And some are actually closed like that. So yeah, you get a nice protective sleeve. Front shot of Clayface's card. Data file, Matt Hagen. I could not think, I would have never got it, but I couldn't think of what Clayface's real name was. And we'll pry him out. Ooh, and he's pretty loose. Not too stiff. He's made out of clay, so you'd think that he'd be a little stiff, but no, the arms are moving pretty, maybe a little a little loose. Side's a little looser than the left. Little discoloration from his shoulders to his chest, his forearms. So they did use two different shades. I wonder why they went with that. See, the torso is pretty bendable. His feet. Imagine him kicking a soccer ball right now. He does stand pretty good. Once you get him on this stand, I tried to just see if he would stand without it. Wasn't really cooperating. I don't like how loose that arm is, but at least he's mobile. Little bane there. So yeah, this is a plus. You know, not all the McFarlane Batman animated series come, I don't think any of them do, unless, you know, you get in some special like Clayface. So he stands perfectly. Let's see how easy the head comes off. It just pops off. Okay. There's Clayface without a head. There's the head that, actually, I'm not sure which one I like better. I'd probably just go with that one, but let's put the new head on, or the extra. You should listen for a snap. Maybe not. Try it again. It's like dead center now. See if there's a, maybe not. Maybe it just kind of sits on there. Of course, it pops off. The head's a little challenging. Okay, the main head goes on a lot easier. Comes off harder. Put it on. Break his knees a little bit. It's like you can turn his head. It sits better than this one. There is a little mark here. So if you were to put this on the left side, you're gonna see this little spot. So if I turn it and go on the right, it will hide it. So we'll swap out his right hand for the wrecking ball. See how easy this just kind of pops off? Pretty good, not bad. Let's just put it back. So it sits in there pretty good and just goes off. Look, he's got one arm. Put the wrecking ball on. It just slides in. There's no like bad side, any blemishes, but we'll just go left-hand side. We'll leave the wrecking ball on and go with the axe. Slides on. His feet move a little bit, so you can see the holes on either side. The joints do come out, so you can see, well, I mean, if you pull it too far, it's going to snap off, but this will bend a little bit. So you can get him into some nice action poses. It's just know your limits. You don't want to, first of all, you don't want him slipping, but you don't want to break off the arm either. And now for the I Know What You Did Last Summer hook. It's cool that you could put on, you know, either arm. There's no, you know, because you could flip it if you want. It slides right in. He's got his hook. Get him set up here. We're losing him. You can see it goes in pretty good. And once you have that stand, this is a little top heavy, but it's doing its job. And to recreate this, you can bend him a little bit. He's not going to stand on one leg, but you can get that arm up. You can kind of bend this one a little bit. It's a shame the wrists don't move, and he won't bend at the knees, but it's close. This might actually be, you know, his arm's a little bent, but it's almost like he's holding up something. I might actually leave him this way. I was trying to balance him out and holding him with one finger. He fell forward, and this might be his final. I like this because you can just picture him holding up, you know, Batman or Robin. Yeah, this is cool. At least you can, look at him leaning forward like this. He will balance. Let's move the box back. Almost has that like dark side presence. All in all, I think it's a must if you're into collecting McFarlane or the Batman the animated series the way I am. For $39.99, I think it's worth it. It's a shame, you can't get a little bit more bending out of him, but he's a great add-on to the collection. I want to thank everybody for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Now, I did recently just pick up Batgirl and Two-Face, the next collectible. I decided I'm going to go for all of them, try to pick up as many as I can, and we'll match these up with Clayface and kind of check out the size ratio. And here is Harvey Dent, Two-Face, out of the box. He comes with hands, but he doesn't come with his classic, oh my gosh, his classic coin, and there's no holes under the feet. So when I first started, he stands okay as he falls forward, but he kind of looks like he's got like a little twig in his back, little pinch. So, to get him positioned, it's challenging. I bought little things like this from a seller on Etsy, and when I started getting into these, but there were no holes under the feet, so that's why it's special. He comes with that. Also, Batgirl, which comes with a ton of hands. They're very small and they're hard to get out of the package. You can see how much shorter she is than the other two, but I can get her to stand, and it was very challenging because there's really nothing there. I mean, look at the feet. So, a little comparison here on how much bigger Clayface is. But you can get the hand around a head. The problem is, can it hold up? Can it support? Unfortunately, he cannot support the weight, but it does fit. Like you could stick, a head inside the hand. It's just that the arm will pop off. So, but you can get a good pose on them. And again, just a way to balance these guys out. They might not be, set up exactly the way you want, but they will stand. You do get the coin with the card, though. They give you that one, Two-Face, real name Harvey Dent, and Batgirl, real name Barbara Gordon. Thanks for watching, guys. And here's my entire lineup of the Batman animated series: Captain Condiment, Collectibuild, Lockup, Collectibuild, and soon to be, hopefully, Maxie Zeus. Batman and Robin are actually inside of the Batmobile. He never stood well, so that's why he's doing the splits.